Hey, and welcome to The Focus, Map 4 of Doom 2. The opening to this level from a pistol start on Ultra Violence is actually quite nasty. You've got a bunch of shotgunners behind that window there that will take shots at you. You've got a chain gunner, you've got shotgunners, you've got zombie men all marching down on you. So you really have to arm yourself quickly here if you want to make it through this opening part. This is quite a step up in difficulty, I'd argue, and it's really fun. I'm just going to make sure I don't die when I go around this corner, because there are more shotgunners here, and you can see I'm not doing amazingly well for health. Now, oh god, okay, yeah, so the enemies down there can actually shoot you through the fence, so you want to make sure you're careful with them. We're going to come inside here because there is a med pack here, which I'm definitely going to be grabbing hold of. So the Focus is a really interesting level for me. It's not long at all, but it's quite a nice little challenge, and like I said, it's a step up in difficulty, at least at the start of the level. Once you've got past that initial burst, I think this level kind of calms down into a very middle of the road experience, but that opening is quite nasty, especially if you come in with no ammo, or you come in with a pistol start. This room is very interesting because, as you can see, it's very dark inside of here. But there is a light switch here that changes that. It's a very interesting choice that to have this like be one of the few rooms where you can actually manipulate the light levels. Kind of wonder what the thought process behind that was. So this is a little box room. Luckily there's nothing in here other than the red key. So there's nothing of note, and I'll show that when I play through the PS1 version of this level. But really you just want to grab the red key and get out of here. The imp trap there is a bit nasty if you're not expecting it, but as long as you have some ammo to hand, you'll be fine. Now you can see here the yellow key. What I'm trying to do there, I was actually trying to strafe run, failing miserably at it. You can strafe run and avoid setting off the trap, but unfortunately there, as you saw, messed it up. When you try to go for the yellow key there, you're gunned down from all sides by these chain gunners, and obviously one chain gunner is bad, 4 aiming at you, not very fun. Okay, I tried to run onto the raising platform there, messed it up. You can run across there. You know what, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop trying, because it's not happening today. But yeah, this is a very short and sweet level, I think. Very intense start, very hard for new players who get to this level, but I think once you understand what's going on, or if you bring in weapons, it's a very fun, if very short level, as you can see, because it took me under 3 minutes to complete that, and I doubt new players would take much longer. But I hear you asking, where's the beta version of this level? So in the map 4 slot of this, it's actually this level, which you may recognise as the Catacombs, an American McGee level. What's interesting is that in the beta version of this, there are no chain gunners, there aren't any revenants poking around. It feels like this level was supposed to take the level 4 slot because of the difficulty that's been removed. It's just an interesting little thing. I was debating whether to actually play through that, but I'll save that for when we get to the Catacombs later in this playthrough. So instead we'll jump into the PlayStation version of this level, and as you're probably finding with a lot of these Doom 2 levels, the use of lighting in this is more pronounced, and what that leads to is a much more atmospheric experience. Because as we're walking around here, it's much darker and moodier, and the enemies are a lot more well hidden, which I think makes this part in particular here a little bit more challenging, because you can kind of see the imps aren't immediately available for us to see. We have to actually go right up to the window to see them properly. But it's very interesting that they remove the cage meshing on that so that it's just open windows. This level largely remains untouched from the original PC version. My guess is that this level was a late addition to the Doom 2 level roster, and that's probably why the Catacombs got booted down the track, because they probably felt it was a bit more difficult to level. It is interesting though to speculate like what decisions were made to shift these levels around, because this not having a beta kind of indicates that it was a late addition to the roster. But as you can see here, this pocket room here still opens up, and if we run over here, there's still a chain gun in here with the super shotgun, which we're going to grab. But yes, you can see this is a very untouched level. This is one of the few levels where nothing's really been tampered with or altered with. It's pretty much the same level, and even the switch here still performs the same duty. It's a shame they didn't think of like making this all coloured lighting. That would have been pretty fun to see, but this room is still very much the same as well. You just have to be careful because it's easy, if you try to go in and wake them all up, it's easy to back out into an imp that's trying to get you from behind. And sometimes you don't wake them all up like that, so it's better to just take your time and clear out all the imps. I just want to show here that there is actually nothing of note in this room. There's nothing up there, there's nothing hidden in here. This is kind of a very pointless room outside of the red key, which, you know, and that light switch, and that switch there just turns off the lights again. So it's a very compact level, this one. It takes no time at all, and I think a lot of people largely forget it's even here because it doesn't really do anything that imaginative, I'd argue. It's very much a short and sweet level with nothing that memorable going on. This time around I'm going to stay up and shoot them from here. Okay, there is a chain gunner there. Let's take him down. It's interesting as well that a lot of the texture work in this level's kind of survived the jump. Like, normally the textures get messed around with a fair bit, but in this one it's like, no, it's all pretty much like as you'd expect, which is interesting. But yeah, this is the focus. As said, it's not a particularly memorable level. It's here, it's fun, but once you're through it, you'll probably forget it you've even been here, to be honest. It's not a level that many people clamour to come back and play, and even the pinky trap there at the end's the same. Honestly, it's fine. The focus is one of those levels where you can play it, you can have fun with it. The start is very intense in the right circumstances, but I think once you get out of that initial room and you're heading towards the blue key, it calms down, and I think that other than that chain gunner trap, there's not really that much going on in this level. It's very much it's here, it's fine, but it's not going to win any plaudits level. But yeah, let me know what you think of the focus. Do you like this level? Do you hate it? Do let me know in the comments, and thank you very much for watching.